Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold on, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Hope this evening is treating you very nicely. All right. And yes, we're talking about this again. And yes, we're talking about it because you know what? I really do. I really do enjoy the group discussions that we've been having with this whole situation. And there's so much to break down. There's so much going on. There's new information that's popping off. And I'm like, you know what? This has got to be a group and family discussion. We need to talk about this piece of information. Okay. And don't worry, I got some more stories for you guys tomorrow that are completely different. They're coming. Don't worry. Get comfortable because they are coming. Okay. But I do have an announcement for you guys this evening that's still kind of revolving around this story in this case, in this subject matter. But it is cool news. I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys because that's the reason why I was so late just now, because I got some new news. I just got off the phone. I got some new news and I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow. I'll explain here in just a bit, but we got to get into some things because we can't be on forever tonight. But please do me a favor, hit that like button down below, crush it, do what you need to do. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on that Facebook. All right. Because I see you out there. I appreciate you, Facebook fam, for showing up and showing some love. So hit that reaction button down below. Don't forget, okay, to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that follow button. Hit that follow wherever you are watching this show, whatever platform you're putting your eyeballs to this show right now. Don't forget to do all that mess because you know your boy is working hard out here in these streets. Dag nabbit. And it's not too much to ask. It's very easy, okay? And if you want to support the channel, by all means, hit that join button down below if you're watching on YouTube, of course, and become a member of the family. Or you can join my Patreon if you want to support even more. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show. Again, I'm working very hard. I got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm trying to put together as we speak. Not only just for the subject matters that we talk about on this show, but behind the scenes stuff that's going on for the holiday show and all that stuff. Okay. Like I said, it is a very, very busy time for me. It's the most busiest time of the year. It's insane. Okay. So let us get into this conversation. Like I said, it's going to be a quick conversation, but I also do want to open up the phone lines. Don't call right now or I will block your phone. So do not call right now. But I will be opening up the phone lines to have another discussion because this, I think, is a very, thought-provoking conversation. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people that are with this and a lot of people that are against this. And I'll explain in a little bit. But what's going on here, as we already know, Diddy has been dealing with some serious ish. He's having a really bad time, guys. Some people will say rightfully so, and some other people will be like, hey, free Diddy. You know, they're already printing their t-shirts already as we speak. Let's keep it real. But he's having a really bad time. Not only just one, not two, not three, but four people have stepped forward, claiming that he has done some terrible things along with his cohorts of mother lovers, doing some unthinkable, nasty things. Not even just nasty, just disturbing, absolutely disturbing things to these women that have stepped forward. Now, one of them in particular, the fourth one, which we will talk about in a little bit more detail, and don't worry, or heads up, I will be using code words from when we get into the allegations that she says. Is going only by Jane Doe. She does not want to put her name and her face out here in these streets. Now, I want to remind you, okay, because I did show you guys this photo in the past. So we're going to show it to you guys again. If I can find it, that is. Where the heck did it go? But as I'm talking to you guys about this young woman steps forward and she said a lot of mind-blowing things about her experience with not only just Diddy, but two other men that GR'd her, code words, okay? Now, this is one of the photos. Her face is blurred out, but you know for a fact that is most definitely Diddy, and this is not AI. This is most definitely Diddy. No, there's no debate on that. Okay? But she wants to remain anonymous. In her filings, which we read, her legal documents, we went through those legal documents. We talked about that ish. All right? And it's pretty damning. But a very, very brief breakdown. She was at a club. They met her. Okay, that she was out. They met her. Harvey, okay. Pierre basically had code words, okay, had his way while smoking the rock. Then they put her on a plane. They flew her out to New York. She got to hang out in Diddy's studio. This is not the only photo that they have of her in the studio, showing proof positive that she was physically in the presence of these, at least Diddy, because she's obviously sitting on his lap here, unless he's down on, like crouching down behind her on a chair. It looks like she's really sitting on his lap, does it not? So then they proceed to fill her up with party favors and have their way with her. Very, very long story short. She says that there was a third person in the room, third male in the room that took advantage of the situation as well. She does not name that person, but there were three men. But there was Diddy and his partner of Bad Boy Records in the room. Okay? Now, with all that being said, there has been new information that's been circulating out here in these streets around this. And I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. And I can see a lot of people, I can see it split in the room. Let's take a look at this here. It says Diddy's lawyers want judge to require the fourth victim to step forward and reveal her identity. Now, ladies and germs, let me know how you feel about that information. How y'all feeling about that? Does that make you think, damn right, she should step forward? Or, no, she shouldn't. There's no reason for her to say anything. She already did the job. She already put out the information, and that's enough. Should she reveal her identity to the public or no? Don't worry, Shalana just said, poll time. Yeah, I'll put up a poll here in just a minute. Let's get into this article here. It's brief, okay? We already know he has many accusers, okay? Putting him out here. But reportedly, several motions have been filed in the case involving the musician allegedly R-ing a 17-year-old girl, for crying out loud. including back and forth arguments as to whether or not the plaintiff's identity should be revealed. Legal affairs journalist Megan Cuniff shared legal motions from the case that her ex account, Twitter, she shared those things on her ex account. Okay, in the most recent filing, the plaintiff's legal team reportedly argued that their client should be able to remain anonymous due to the high-profile nature of the case. The lawyers, who also represented Cassie in her bombshell case against Diddy, wrote, Combs and Pierre are public figures, and counsel anticipates that the media attention to this case should be or will be substantial. And here, of course, there's a piece or a chunk from the legal document, okay? And we read some of this document, okay? But it says, on the heel of these explosive stories involving defendants, the media attention of this action would undoubtedly create a chilling effect on future plaintiffs in similar circumstances should Miss Doe be forced to disclose her identity. The court is also mindful of the potential chilling effect that forcing plaintiff to reveal his identity would have on future plaintiffs facing similar situations. Now, let me just say this. Real talk. When you hear that, it makes a lot of sense. Hey, other people who want to step forward and talk, but then they see the public ridicule, they see the attacks, they see everyone getting after this particular victim, that's going to turn people off from being able to step forward and speak their truth, speak the crimes that were committed against them and all that. It makes sense, understandably, going, hey, we do not want to reveal that stuff because we don't want to scare other people as well. Also, let's not forget, this is allegedly a very dangerous man. Can I remind you, this man said, I don't like the fact that you're dating Kid Cudi. I'm going to blow his car up, and he blew the car up. Let's not forget that, y'all. Let's not forget that. If he's willing to do that, who's to say he's willing to do anything to any of these victims, these alleged victims? This is a very dangerous man. He a mobster, for crying out loud. He's worse than any gangster movie we've ever seen. And I'm talking about like the Italian mobster movies. I ain't talking I ain't talking Menace to Society. He talking about putting in devices in people's cars and it going boom. Okay? If he's willing to do that, who's to say what he'd be willing to do to these women that are stepping forward? Now, there's the other side, though, too. Let's talk about the other side, too. I get it. The other side of it is that there's going to be people who say, well, if she reveals her identity, she's safe. Because if anything happens to her, everybody and their mama is going to know it's Diddy. Let me just say this. The only pushback I have is, first off, I see the point. I get it. A lot of people are stepping forward and putting themselves out there. And they're like, if anything happens to me, you know why. But here's the thing. You don't think that other people have tried to step forward towards Diddy and then they ain't here no more? They gone? And have they been connected to Diddy at all? I'm just saying, think about it for a second. This man's been running around here. He's been running around here in these streets untouchable. Some Al Capone-ish. So in a way, it almost seems like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So it doesn't even matter if you're like, oh yeah, if anything happens to me after I say this, then you know why. And then that person gets erased. Somebody, he just suddenly gets deleted. Then all of a sudden, what? Everyone, of course, is going to be looking at Diddy, but they're going to be like, how can you prove the connection? Right? It's not like he's standing over the body caught red-handed, literally. So as much as we sit here and say, oh yeah, if anything happens to me, you know why. I don't know. Does that hold any weight? Like, really? Okay. But let's get back into this. I'm just saying, it's just maybe her staying quiet is, or staying anonymous is her shield. That is her kryptonite to the Superman that is this evil Superman that is Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But as we previously covered, Diddy, along with his former bad boy execs, Harvey Pierre, were named in the lawsuit filed by Jane Doe. The woman claims that she was recruited and AR'd by the media professionals back in 2003. Her complaint comes amid several other SA allegations filed against the hip hop icon as part of the New York Adult Survivors Act, which allowed SA victims who were past their statute of limitations to file civil lawsuits against their alleged assailants. Okay. All right. Like I said, it's going to be a short one. This is a short article. Okay. We already know a lot of what happened. Okay. She met Pierre in Michigan. Then he did some serious stuff to her before they got onto a plane. They got onto the plane. They plied her with they put a whole lot of party favors into her body whilst en route to New York. So when she got over there, she was just gone pretty much. And then they proceeded to do what she alleged that they did in his studio. All right. Now, one of the other things too, you got to remember, we've heard the same MO from other victims saying they drank, they started feeling funny. Next thing you know, they're with Diddy somewhere, and this unthinkable act happens, right? Or we hear about video being taken and other members or friends of Diddy seeing that content and confirming seeing that content at a later time. And that content contains the victims in these videos. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that this Jane Doe is part of it or anything like that, but we do know that he has the same MO of slipping something into somebody's drink, and then next thing you know, they wake up the next day only to realize that they have been viciously violated. And a lot of times, not only by him, but a slew of other men. Now, we've already heard about Cassie. And Cassie, let's keep it real, she broke it all the way down, okay? And these things, like this 2003 thing, I mean, if you really think about it, a lot of these things were around the same time, within passing, right before Cassie, during his relationship with Cassie, and all that stuff. I mean, this man is, from what these women are alleging, these victims are alleging, this is a monstrous human being. So we go back to the title of this article, which to me, I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked about this. The reason why I say that is because I think about Aura. You know who I'm talking about. Aura. Remember Aura? He had Jane Doe's in his lawsuit. They didn't have to step forward. They didn't expose themselves until, if I'm correct, I think one or two stepped forward when it was all over. When he was tried, convicted, and locked up, that's when they started stepping forward. But before that, they was all Jane Doe's. Not all of them, but you know what I'm saying. The Jane Doe stayed Jane Does. There was no requirement or need or filing to say, expose thyself, show thyself. There was none of that. So when I hear about this to me seems I'm a bit surprised. I will be honest. I'm a bit shocked because it seems a bit unprecedented. Now, again, I will say this too. I'm not a lawyer. But I'm just saying I am a bit surprised about this information. It does shock me that he's sitting here going, no, she needs to expose herself. We already got the other girls, but this one needs to expose herself too. And I keep wondering why. What is his desire? What's the goal that he's trying to accomplish here? By her revealing her identity. Now, let me pull up this poll. Let me put this poll up. Let's see. I'm going to do that. Hopefully I spelled everything right. Okay. Says, should Jane Doe reveal her identity? First off, don't forget to hit that like button down below, please and thank you. Okay. It's very simple. I said, let me do that again. I had to refresh my page too. It says, should Jane Doe reveal her identity? All right. One is, yes, it's only right. And two, or the other one is, nah, let her stay anonymous. Very simple. No weird double negatives. It's not an SAT question, I promise. Okay. So go up to the poll, put in your 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Okay. In the poll. Okay. Because I know not everybody's going to be able to make phone calls and whatnot, but yes, but I am going to open up the phone lines. Okay, we're about to do a quick call-in segment, and let me just say this again: keep it short, keep it sweet, keep it respectful. If you ain't respectful, I hang up on that ass. That's it. Okay, no words will come from me. I'll just boop. Next caller. Okay, so don't be a jerk. Be respectful. Okay. There's a lot of people who are listening. Kids are listening as well, I'm sure. So be respectful. The other thing is, yeah, have fun. I guess that's it. Okay. But I know a lot of people are feeling some type of way. I've been seeing in the chats and online, in different social media platforms and everything. People are really talking about this and basically saying like, yeah, she should speak. She should reveal herself. Her identity should be known. It's only the right thing to do. It's not right for her to sit there, be quiet, and scoop up a bag type situation. Me, I go, well, this is a person who is stepping forward. It's a very vulnerable position to be in. It's terrifying. I can only imagine she's probably scared for her life, knowing how he is a very powerful and obviously very dangerous man. I mean, regardless, guys, regardless of any of these allegations about the essays and all that stuff, let's just scoot all those aside for a second and just put this in your pipe and smoke on it for 5 seconds. This man was so mad. How mad was he? Right? It's like one of those jokes. But he was so mad that he said, "I'm blowing your car, Kid Cudi." And then he did. Push everything else aside for 1 minute. All the essays. But we've been hearing stories about, and also, Kid Cudi confirmed that this is true. Okay? This is not something like he was like, nah, bro, that's all cap. Buy my next album. You know what I'm saying? He literally said, yeah, this mother lover tried to take my life. Or at least try to scare the wits out of me from dating his girl by blowing up my car. That's intense, man. Push all the other stuff. Push the 4 victims, Cassie, etc. Push all that stuff aside for a second. Now that you know that piece, this is a very dangerous man. Oh my God. This man dangerous. This ain't a normal human being, okay? Not a normal human being. He's not thinking correctly. Let's not forget all the other things of him dangling people over balconies and stuff too. Okay? Those things alone should be a quick reminder of, oh yeah, oh wow. Yeah, he's dangerous. So you step forward and you say, yes, this man did these things to me. Are you really thinking that you're going to be safe and sound by exposing, putting your face and name out there? Do you know how many supporters, stands, crazy fans that he has in general that would do anything for this dude? That think he could do no wrong, that he's the second coming of Christ, for crying out loud? I'm just saying, there's just haters out here that will sit there, hardcore supporters out here that will just lay everything on the line to make everything right in their minds again. Because everything's off kilter now. All right. But phone line is open. Phone line is open, guys. Give us a call, 314-766-4581. You know? Let me know your thoughts. Should she step forward and identify herself or no? Simple as that. Blue Moose, I don't know if he meant, I mean, I think it was just to scare him, but at the same time, that's some serious, a car going boom, you know, you can't, how do you know it's going to go off perfectly? And why would you pick that of all things, like to scare the wits out of somebody? You know what I'm saying? That's serious, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Patty. I live in Missouri.
Hey, Patty, what's on your mic? Can you mute the show in the background for us?
Sure. Yeah, I live in Missouri.
Thank you.
I think she should remain anonymous.
Okay.
Because this is dangerous. And if she comes up missing or worse, and they still pin this on the guy, she's still going to be gone either way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. I mean, no matter what, if she steps out and says what she says or not, I mean, justice is still going to come. You know, they're still going to go to court, or they're still going to do whatever they need to do, whatever the proceedings are. They're going to do whatever they need to do. But she will forever have that kind of tattooed on her forehead if she reveals herself in that way. I know there's a lot of other women that have stepped forward and have put their names out there. But I know that some people get worried about that being out here, that kind of information, especially if they don't win. You see what I'm saying? Then now they're looked at as somebody as just a known liar. And that's not great. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I could see the I can see the other side of it, not only just protecting herself from harm, but also protecting herself from public ridicule, especially if it doesn't go through.
But still, if he gets to her, she's still going to be gone either way. Because he's got connections. You know that.
Oh, yeah. And you also got to remember, too, you got to remember after the lawsuit, if he wins or if he loses, he will forever know her name. He will forever know her face, her name. So it'll be for the rest of her life looking over her shoulder in a way, scared out of her mind, thinking that this guy could just show up any day. Like now Diddy's the boogeyman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
That's some scary stuff. That's a scary thought.
Okay, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling in. What did you say?
I said, I really enjoy your show, Pascal.
Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you back in the chat. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see the concern, right? I can definitely see the reason of going anonymous. I definitely see it. I don't blame her for going anonymous. I think it's kind of asinine for him and his lawyers to ask for her to step forward, because no matter what, if she has her name printed in black and white and all that, he still has to face the music. He still has to go through all the legal BS. He still has to either settle or fight the lawsuit. You see what I'm saying? Now, see, this is the other thing too. If you really think about it, while, other people call in, if you guys decide to call in, that is, don't worry. The water's just fine, guys. Jump on in. Give me a call. But think about this too. With this situation, notice that with Cassie, it was what you want. As soon as the filing came out, what you need, I got you. What you want, what you need. AAA. Cassie, what you need, I'll cut a check right now, right? But now he's going, let me get your ID. Let me know who you are. I'm going to fight those things. Interesting, right? Think about that for a second. That's interesting, right? With Cassie, it was no problem, right? Cassie was, shoot, she has enough to put me behind bars for the rest of my damn life. Let me sign a check. But these he's willing to fight. Remember, he also said after the other women stepped forward, that's when he said, enough's enough. Remember that? Remember? Yeah, he really did say that. Enough is enough. Going after my family and my character. Remember all that BS? He didn't put that out when Cassie came out with all the with the documents and whatnot. He said less than 24 hours later, what you need. How do you spell your last name again? Who would I make this out to? Your married name or your maiden name? My bad. I'm just, Think about that for a second. Pretty interesting stuff. Hey, y'all, the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Pascal. This is Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. How you doing?
Hey. I'm good. Hey, so my thing is we just need these young underage guys to come forward to finish Diddy off, is what I believe.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? Justin Bieber, probably Chris Brown. I can name a whole bunch.
Yeah, I don't know about C Breezy, but Usher, and
Usher.
the rest of them for sure. When it comes to, like, okay, I would love to
Sorry, my cat.
see.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. I would love to see some men step forward, but you
Yes.
never know because they might have been, you know,
I think it's
they might
harder
have
for
been like,
men. It's just harder.
yeah. Well, one is it's a lot harder for sure, but they
Yeah,
might have been
absolutely.
a part of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like they might have,
No, but they
cons-
were underage. You got to remember Beaver. I mean, he was what, 14, 15?
right.
And Usher was 14, 15, sleeping in his bed. No, they were kids.
Well, when it comes to Bieber and Usher, that's not what I meant. I'm meaning there may be other like there's stories about Ja Rule.
Oh,
There's stories about other
right.
people, and in my
Yeah,
mind, I'm like, man,
absolutely.
if some of those men did step forward, whether they were a victim or they were victimizing, um,
Uh-huh.
I would pay to hear that. But I feel that
Right.
a lot of them are going to stay quiet because they
Right.
might have been a part of the crimes that were committed. You see what I'm saying?
Right. And I think like someone like Justin Bieber is just so damaged. I don't think he is capable.
Yeah, I don't think Bieber will ever. I think he's going to
Yeah.
take what if anything happened to Bieber. I know the rumors are flying like crazy, but if anything happened to
Well, look
Bieber,
at him.
say that again. What did you say?
I mean, just look at the way Bieber acts. I mean, he's like Britney Spears, only he's out there where we can see him.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
damaged. I mean, he
Yeah.
really is damaged.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's a lost soul. He's definitely a lost soul for sure.
yes, yes, for
And
sure.
I feel like I also think that he's just trying to find some balance in his own life. And I'm hoping that he does get that. Now, does that mean something
Yeah.
happened to him from Diddy? It may not be. It may be somebody else in the industry that maybe, Diddy gave the thumbs up to or something. I don't know. But I do think
Right.
that,
But
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I'm sorry. There is a lot of clips of him out there with Diddy
Oh yeah,
at different times. So it
Plen-
looks suspicious.
definitely plenty of content out here with Diddy and Bieber for sure, and a
Hmm.
lot of it is questionable. It's like, whoa, you have full rights to do whatever you. Wait, you have
Right.
like you have
48 hours.
custody. Yeah, but it's like you have
Yeah.
custody basically, or like whatever. I don't remember what is parental rights over this child, over this kid. What the heck is going on here? You
Right.
know what I mean? That's some pretty
Right.
scary and wild stuff. But then
Yeah.
it's interesting because he was doing the same thing that R was doing too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It,
Yeah.
it's just insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's insane. The men,
Okay.
if there's
Okay.
any men that come forward, it's going to take a lot of guts because at the end
I
of the
know
day,
exactly.
it's so, I hate to say it like that, but they'll be emasculated, ridiculed. There's going to be some corner of the world because, some of them could be hardcore. They might have
They
that hard outer shell type of persona. And ain't no
right.
way some dude will ever do that to that dude. You know what I'm saying? And then now
Right.
their persona is
But
completely destroyed.
they actually will be a hero if just one of them will come forward.
They would be a hero.
Mm.
I agree with that 100%,
Mhm.
110%. But I don't
Take
know.
some balls to do that.
It takes some serious balls, man. It takes some serious balls. But I
Yep.
don't think it's gonna be the people that we're looking at right now. I really do
Yeah.
think it's gonna be some other people that may have had a hit or two, or maybe none at all, that are gonna step forward and say some things. Um,
And
but yeah,
yeah.
Bieber and Usher, I
Oh,
don't think so at all. Not this,
yeah. Yeah.
not this year. I can see
Not Usher.
Usher.
Usher looks fine.
I could see Usher or an Usher or a Bieber type stepping out and telling their version of what they went through in the industry 20 years from
Hmm.
now. I could see that happening in
Yeah.
20 years. But this year or
Yeah.
in 2024, I really don't think we're gonna get anything like that
Yeah. That's
personally.
too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go so other people can call.
Well, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you calling in. All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Talk to you. Bye. Yeah. Man, I am definitely here for the men to step forward and speak. Absolutely. Because if men do speak and men do step forward, oh, it's a wrap. I mean, it's already a wrap for Diddy. But if men step forward, oh, it's a wrap, baby. It's a wrap. Okay. It's over after that. It's done. 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 Do you understand? Do you understand? Okay. You know, for a fact, everybody would be like, oh, shoot. Like, it would be like that. As soon as men step forward and go, this happened to me and blah, blah, blah. Male victim number 1, 2, 3, 4, umpteen come out. You know, for a fact, everybody going to be dropping woo, bye. I got to go. I got to go. Grammys will come over, and instead of them saying, we're evaluating, they'll be like, no, he gone. No, he gone. Okay. Let me get this really quick. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Rachel from Ohio.
Rachel from Ohio. What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Hey, I totally agree with everything you say and stuff. And yeah, I'm even waiting for even more people as far as like guy entertainers and even women entertainers. Because it's like obviously he's had his hand in anything and everything. I can only imagine. And I wouldn't be shocked and surprised what happens next, which I'm kind of waiting to see what happens next with them.
Yeah. I think, okay. When it comes to new, like other people stepping forward, I do think that it's to send this down the river even harder. I think it would have, especially women. I think there's going to have to be. I honestly think it would have to be another big name, like another Cassie. I'm gonna be honest. I really think that it would have to be another huge name for it to be like to really send it home, because we have a few women, and I'm not sitting here saying that those women do not have any merit. What they're alleging and their accusations are jaw-dropping and heartbreaking, and my heart goes to them for real. Like for anyone to go through that kind of stuff is terrible. But I think to really, really send it home, it would have to be another big name, like really, like Cassie level name. You see what I'm saying? It would have to be like I don't know. Like we just talked about Bieber and Usher and all that, but I mean, it would have to be a name that people really know. It's like, oh damn, really? One of the members of Jodeci or 112 or something like that. Like something like that, where it's like, whoa, those allegations are real and those allegations are crazy. And it can't be somebody who has a history of being known for being a little off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hence the reason why Cassie's allegations in the filings hit home so hard, because she's not out here in these streets looking like she's, ate up by drugs or something like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, so this is very interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Like I was saying, I'm waiting to see more. And like I said, I'm not really shocked and surprised, to be honest. Like I said, I've even heard rumors about he may be gay, bi, whatever. Which, not sure about that, but the way things are looking and stuff, I wouldn't be shocked and surprised.
Yeah, I mean, and I know that some people sit there and say, "Oh, yeah, the fact of him being with." I mean, I leave that opinion up to y'all. Like, is he gay? Is he not? I mean, because if he's got a taste for a different lifestyle, I mean, that's on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I leave that opinion to y'all, okay? Because I know that gets very weird, and very sticky. But yeah, we're just gonna have to see what else comes from this situation. We'll see if some men come forward. We're hearing through the grapevine, men are going to be stepping forward, but I have yet to see any filings so far. I have yet to see that with my own two eyes.
Well, that's why I said, Pascal. I say give it a little more time, and I'm sure more people will come through as far as once they get their courage up and stuff. Since, like you said, since Cassie done all this, a lot of people's been coming out and stuff, and I believe it's just a matter of time that more people are going to come forward and say something.
Yeah, you're right. We'll see.
But
What do you say?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, but that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say that real quick. So.
Well, thank you so much for calling in. I really do appreciate it. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So, okay. So that is the end. That is the end of the call-ins. And I appreciate everybody calling in. It really does mean a lot because like I said, I mean, you guys don't have to, but it does mean a lot that you are calling in, and a lot of you guys are, saying that she should just stay anonymous. She should stay as a Jane Doe. And I think, and I agree. I think this is somebody who is extremely dangerous, and she has every right to stay behind that Jane Doe name. That is the only thing that's protecting her right now, not only from Diddy, but also from the other people out here that want to tear her apart. And I think that there's going to be other women and other men that are going to step forward, and it's going to be a John Doe and a Jane Doe as well. That's what I truly think. I truly, truly believe that. Now, there is something I wanted to share with you guys. I just want to make sure I have it. So let me just let me grab this, because there is some new stuff. There is a reason why I was late to today's show. And so I wanted to share it with you. No, that's not it. That is not it. Hold on. But and that's if I can find it, that is. But there it is. Of course it's pinned to the top. Okay. So I want to make sure I have this. I'm going to share this with you guys anyway. We're going to be watching this tomorrow morning as well. Because I just got off the phone with a lawyer. And the lawyer that I'm talking about is this young woman that by the name of Simone Redwine, if I'm correct. Hopefully I'm saying her last name correct. But she just went viral talking about the Diddy lawsuit. Now, we talked about this, okay? We talked about this in it feels like a few weeks back, maybe 2 weeks ago. And I was like, damn, I really, really want to talk to Simone. I want to get her on the show and talk about all this stuff. Now, the thing is that she had a video that went very viral, was getting shared like crazy, and it's in the middle of downloading right now as we speak, which kind of sucks. I'm going to see if I can play it here. Let me see if I can just play it. Okay. But she talks about the lawsuit and how Cassie not only was suing Diddy, but all entities, all companies run by Diddy, right? And of course, this is when it's being the pain in the butt. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. And don't worry, and the poll is still open, so please keep voting. I'd love to see it get to 200 votes, okay? Keep voting. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that poll. Get your ass to the poll. Remember that? Does anybody remember that? Get your ass to the poll and vote. Nobody remember that with the strippers and stuff? No one? Okay, moving on. Okay. See this? Oh, really? No sound. Oh, hamburger. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even see that. Ah, let me do that again. Damn. All that silence too, by the way. You see that? I'm just reacting to silence. I'm like, and you guys didn't even tell me that there was no sound. I asked you guys to do one thing. Okay? One thing. All right? Damn. Let me try that again. Man. Let's try that again. Hamburger. Where's the volume?
And they
Hold on,
sued
let me
his
do
corporation.
this again. Ah,
Sued his corporation.
there we go.
And they sued his corporations and sued in her capacity as an employee. When you do that, it triggers commercial liability insurance.
Yeah.
And it triggers another policy called directors and officers. Okay. And we know he's a director of these companies as the CEO. So now you got two policies. What happens then is it takes away Puffy's ability to settle. It's not his choice no more.
So it's no longer personal accountability. It's his organization.
It's his organization. And it's no different than like if you hit somebody with your car.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have State Farm. State Farm gets to decide to settle, not you. You could say, I didn't run the stop sign. That's not true. They're lying. If State Farm says, we don't care, we did our investigation, we're settling. That's it. That's what happened here. So because they added those claims, the corporate insurance carrier got to say, read over and say, oh, hell no, we giving her the money.
We're hearing you. Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
And if he wants to be able to leave anything to his children, he needs to walk away from all of these corporations.
Damn, he can no longer be the head of his corporations.
Well, remember, didn't I say directors and officers liability?
Yeah.
More than likely, what will happen is those insurance companies, they have the ability to say, we won't renew your policy if he continues to be a director or officer. Her attorneys were really brilliant. They didn't sue just Diddy. They sued his corporation.
They should.
So, remember that video? Remember this one right here that went viral like crazy? Well, she's been getting a lot of love and getting a lot of attention as of recently. And I just got done having a conversation with Miss Simone Redwine. She's going to be on the show with me tomorrow morning. Now, I know a lot of you guys, I know a lot of people are like, come on, talk about something else, Pascal. Well, I'm going to tell you this. Trust me, you want to hear this conversation because here's the thing. I want to know a lot more. I want to know so much more. And there's more to this. Because when you hear that she went off after not only just Diddy personally, but actually the companies themselves, and the companies told him or basically settled for Diddy, what does that mean? What does that exactly mean? Because out in the general public, we see that as, oh, that's an admission of guilt. But if his companies were the ones that were forcing his hand onto, forcing his hand to sign a check, does that mean there's an admission of guilt? Does that mean that he's guilty? Now, you already know where I stand. This man, his life is over. Rightfully so. What he did to Cassie and allegedly to these other women, unbelievable, unthinkable, and he's getting exactly what he deserves. He needs to pay the piper. But I do have some questions about all this, okay? Especially when it comes to the lawsuit towards these companies and how they settled. Because in my mind, I'm thinking within these companies, wouldn't they have just stayed there and fought it out against Cassie? Because you got to remember, these are big corporations. I know this is a little bit of a sidestep, but sidestep with me for a second, okay? Do this little sidestep shuffle with me really, really quick, okay? Think about the Maya Kowalski, I think is the last name. I don't know if you guys have seen the Netflix documentary Take Care of Maya, but there was a young girl that was dealing with a very rare disease. she at a very young age, she was constantly in and out of hospitals. The John Hopkins in her area, this John Hopkins hospital, basically held her, okay? Held her against her parents, against her mom, okay? Against her parents, because they said the hospital felt that the mother was abusing Maya. So Maya was being held against her own mother. Her mother was working so hard and so depressed and all that stuff to the point she does the unthinkable to herself. And that mother's no longer here. They had a huge lawsuit, massive lawsuit that happened. But guess what? That hospital fought it out. They didn't settle outside of court. They didn't do any of that stuff. They just said, hey, what the family, the Kowalski family was saying is that, hey, what you did, you held me against my will to the point where you caused my mother to do the unthinkable to herself. And guess what? That family won. They found that the hospital was responsible for all of those things that they were claiming. They got multi-million dollars. This was a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, and they won every single penny. Okay? And that story, please go check out that Netflix documentary. It is heartbreaking, is all get out. Now, it's something I've been wanting to cover on the show, but every single time I want to get to it, something else comes up. But it is a story that is pretty interesting. There's an interview that Maya actually had with Law and Crime, if I'm correct, like I think today or yesterday. Okay. But the name, I know Karen just asked, name of documentary. It is called Take Care of Maya. Maya. Take Care of Maya. It's really good. And it sucks. It's hard to watch. Okay. But she has a very rare condition. Okay. A very rare disease that she deals with. And to the point where it's just very painful. And then of course, all this stuff happens. Okay. And I flash forward, to the end where they recently won this multi-million-dollar lawsuit. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because the difference between a big ass hospital, all right, they went ahead, hired the best lawyers they could get, and they fought it out in court. Now we look at this particular situation where Simone Red Wine is sitting here saying, hey, wait, she was not only going after Diddy, she was also going after all his companies as well. And they still settled. What is up with that? Wouldn't the companies say, we got that long game money? Diddy, we ain't settling. We fighting this out, baby. And they still didn't do that. That seems a bit weird, right? St. John's Hopkins or John Hopkins Hospital, whatever the hell it's called. I forgot the name of the hospital that was in the Maya Kowalski lawsuit. They didn't sit there and go, oh, let's just settle. Let's just move on. No, they hired their people and they fought it out in court. So why didn't the companies that are alongside Diddy, that Diddy represents and whatnot, why didn't they go, no, we got the good money. We got good money. We could fight this until Cassie runs out of every dollar she got. Why didn't they do that? Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Thank you, Fat Baby. I appreciate it. Just so you guys don't think I'm being rude, that is really Fat Baby Toodles. Okay, right there. All right. So I appreciate it. But exactly. You see what I'm saying? So that's interesting, right? Very interesting information. And that lawsuit was massive for that family. And they won. They won. So much that her lawyer was even shocked with the verdict. Shocked. What? We won? We won? You know what I'm saying? Big, huge lawsuit. So when I see something like that, that's very interesting, right? And I have questiones because I'm going, okay, she went after not only Diddy, but the actual companies themselves. So what up with that? And why did they still settle? Because you know for a fact, with their powers combined, that is like billions and billions of dollars that they could have just sat through watching, basically like just sitting there within lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit for days, weeks, years with Cassie until she ran out of money. And it didn't happen. Less than 24 hours later, they still settled. And from what I understand, the settlement was massive. It was more than $30 million. She got a huge settlement, guys. Huge settlement. So I got questions. Okay. Interesting. So the reason why I'm bringing up Simone Redwine is because she is going to be gracing us with her presence tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're going to be talking about more Diddy, but we're going to be asking these questions. We're going to be talking about some legal ish because I need to know what the hell is going on. And also, most importantly, can he get criminally charged here? Can he see any criminal charges coming up in the near future or no? Or is this the worst is going to get for him? And then also I'm hearing some things that are going on in New York. What's up with that? What's up with New York? Are they investigating into Diddy specifically, or are they just investigating in everybody right now? That's the questions I have. And of course, I got a slew of other ones. But she will be on with me tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here, live. We're going to be chopping it up, talking about everything, talking about this whole thing. And the thing is like, man, it's crazy, the stuff that we're learning. It's crazy, the information that we received. Even Simone is basically saying, like, this man's career is over. His image is destroyed. There is no coming back to this at all. But we're going to finally get some full understandings legally of what the hell is going on here and see what we can see, or at least find out what may be turning up down this road, down this civil lawsuit road that we're riding. Is there more? Is this just wave number 1, and then wave number 2 is criminal, and then wave number 3 is him being locked up? What is the standard procedure here? Because we all know about the breakdown of a person's character, right? That's how they do it. They go after your money. They go after such as, all that. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. So what's after the money for Diddy? Nicole B just asked what time. It is at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow morning, right here on the Pascal Show. Okay? 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That was like the worst Jamaican. But you know what I'm saying, okay? 10 a.m. is the same thing in Jamaican and in regular American. Just show up, okay? We're going to have a good time. And yes, it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for all y'all who are still trying to do the math. Okay? Just so you know. Because right now, it is 7:44 p.m. in my neck of the woods. What time is it over in your neck of the woods? And then just do the math. Okay? Pulling Jamaican. What's up, Krieger? All right, Krieger. What up, mine? Okay, so please go check it out tomorrow. Okay, Wagwan. Okay, Bomba clot. All right, I'm done. Okay, guys. So that is the show. I appreciate all y'all for being here. Now you got me thinking, man. Now Krieger, you got me thinking of Chet Hanks. Okay, Chet Hanks. Whatever he did. Chet Hanks. Chetana. I'm done. Okay. But I appreciate you guys for being here. It really does mean a lot. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be here, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, talking with attorney Simone Redwine. We're going to have a great time having some conversations, getting down to the legal stuff. We may be even talking about some Russell Simmons as well. So let's not forget that. All this stuff, there's a lot to talk about, okay, with all these allegations and all the craziness that's going on. So be sure to tune in. Don't forget to hit that like button down below, please and thank you. That would really, really mean a lot, okay? Hit it. Okay, react if you're watching on Facebook. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, crush that follow button. We got a great live for you guys tomorrow morning. Somebody very special coming on to grace us with their wonderful expertise in the legal realm. Okay, so don't forget to do that. And of course, don't forget to go and check out my latest song, my Christmas song. I can't wait for Christmas. If you got some time, go play it. It's less than 3 minutes long, literally. It's very short. Music is getting shorter and shorter every year. Holy cow. But it's fun. It gets you in the festive mood. If you like Christmas music and you need a little pick-me-up, play that tonight, okay? You can find it on all major streaming sites. You can even type it into YouTube and find it right here on YouTube as well. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time live. See you guys then. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.